Hi Govan, and welcome back to another Era Quinn Caladrim Monster Mash video. It's a bonus round. The Balrog has been freezing everything everywhere except for Ice Smaug, but you can take a look at that in episode 29 in this playlist. And this time we're putting him up against Smaug. These two demons served together in the First Age with Morgoth. Sauron was one of his lieutenants, and the Balrogs were, among other things, Gothmog. The Balrog was his general. So the Balrog profile that we have now and the Sauron profile that we have now are actually pretty comparable. So this ought to be a lot of fun. And some of you may have been wondering if we were going to do this, but here we are. We're doing it. So, all right. So we're going to show you the models. We're going to show you the profiles. We'll show you some dice. We're going to do what we always do as a Monster Mash video here. We're pretty excited about that. Estinis, you got the books ready to go?
Yep.
Let's take a look quick at the profiles. And then we can come back to the models and take a look at those as well.
Ooh, we're shaking it up this time.
We're doing it a little bit.
All right. Big man himself. He is the first profile on the evil side of the book, and he is a legend.
This
literally,
is the Lord of the Rings, Armies of the Lord of the Rings book.
Yep. So we have Sauron the Dark Lord. He is a monster of a profile, and he better be for that price tag. But he has a 6-inch move, fight 9, 4+ shoot, with no shooting weapons to speak of, so that does not matter. Strength 8, defense 10. He is the only defense 10 model in the game, other than siege weapons, of course, which do not really matter. 4 attacks, 5 wounds. He's also one of only 2 models to have 5 wounds, the other one being the Troll Catapult. And Courage 7. 3 might, 6 will, and he does actually have a free 1 per turn. He's got his 1 ring, which is awesome. So basically, he always has the ring. If you have any other ring bearer in play, he automatically gets it. He doesn't have to pay for it anymore. In the old edition, he did. Basically, the way the ring works, whenever Sauron is killed, so if you somehow tank your way through those 5 wounds at defense 10, he gets to roll a dice. And on a 2+, he just doesn't die. He just straight up regains a wound and just stays on the table. He can actually might this roll. So as long as he saves his might, he's got 3 guaranteed times he just straight up refuses to die. He has 4 heroic actions: channeling, strike, strength, and challenge. Challenge obviously won't matter in this match. Channeling he likely will not use, and strike and strength against the Balrog. We'll see. Special rules. He is one of the 3 nasty characters that actually has Ancient Evil.
Yep, same as the Balrog. These 3 are the same as the Balrog, actually.
Yep. Resistant to magic. He's the 1 free dice to resist magic. He has Terror, of course. The Dark Lord. Sauron is automatically the general of any army he is a part of, which is suiting considering the fact that he is the ultimate evil in Middle-earth. Lord of the Rings, this is how he gets his 1 free will point per turn. So he's got the 6 plus the free 1, and he's got a crap ton of spells, which we will get into later. He has 2 special brutal power attacks in addition to being a monster. So he has Unstoppable, which is great against hordes of infantry. Basically, instead of striking as normal, he just does a single strike against every single model that's involved in the fight. It's basically an overpowered whirl. But it also hits spear supports. So he can just slaughter dozens of infantry with this.
I think it comes right out of the movie scene where he just rolls his mace and hammers a whole bunch of people all the way across the battlefield. So, unstoppable.
Yep. Flames of Evil. So we don't actually see this in the movie, but we do see it in the book. Basically, he makes a single strike against an infantry model and sets them ablaze, which is scary. Which basically means you get the strength 8, and then you also get a strength 9, and then on top of that, you also get the strength 5 at the end of every round. So, that is really good against models that he just straight up, if he can't kill them, he can just set them on fire, which is basically free hits. I personally would never really do this. I would just go ahead with straight up 4 attacks at strength 8, but I can see situationally how this could be useful.
It's a thematic thing.
Yep. And he's got really good spells on really good casting values. Drain Courage, Transfix, Compel, Install Fear, Chill Soul, and Sap Will. All of them on less than a 4. 4 or less, sorry. Instill Fear is actually on a 3+. This is probably the only model that I would actually use Instill Fear on. All of the rest of them have it on ridiculous casting values, and it's just not worth it. So that is Sauron the Dark Lord. He is one tank.
I want to go through these quick. Just to refresh, if you're not familiar with the spell. So Drain Courage permanently reduces your courage value if it's successful by 1. If you channel it, I think it's higher than that. But if you
Yeah,
just
I think it's D3, but
D3
I've
or
never
something.
seen anyone channel it.
He's not going to end up using this on the Balrog because the Balrog is fearless, so that really has no impact. But very interesting if you wanted to do something like drain the courage off of an ant, say, and then try to. No, you know what? They changed the updated rules on that one too, so you can't use a mobilized. Yeah, well, okay, we're gonna have to cut that part.
We're not gonna cut it. We're human. We make mistakes.
Well, so what used to happen in the old rules is you'd put an ant in your army and pay the 120 points for this beast of a character to go and tank other things. And then somebody would bring something stupid like a specter and a wraith. You drain courage off the ant and use a 15-point specter to chase a 120-point ant around the board and keep it out of the way.
But they fixed it in the new rules, kind of, because you
Kind of.
can't move an ant against his will.
If you only take ants. If you ally an ant into another army, it's still very vulnerable to a number of things like that. If you take an all Fanghorn list, then one of the army bonuses, the faction bonus, is that you can't force an ant to move against his will.
So specters
which
are
is
useless.
fitting. It really should not be able to do that. And that comes out of the lore in the books. But that was just a poorly chosen example. Drain courage, you drain the courage off of a hero and then use a specter to drive it around. Anything except an ant, that would work. Transfix and compel.
They're basically the same spell. The one just moves them half their movement and then has the effect of the other. Transfix basically just means you can't call any heroics and you can't strike, which is very useful against heroes. Not nearly as powerful as was in the old edition, but if you transfix a model and then heroic strike against them, say with the Ring Wraith, that's how you do your channeled heroic transfix, or whatever you call it from the old edition.
And still, fear is not going to affect a model that is fearless. So again, you can't use that on the Balrog, but
it is basically a 3-inch bubble of forcing people to take courage tests with their -1, and if they fail, they run away.
-1 from
and they can't move afterwards, which is really nice. It's basically a mass specter effect.
You can break a whole line apart and then charge through the line and tackle something important behind it.
Yep.
Chill Soul.
Straight up causes a wound to a target. If you actually channel this spell, it is nothing compared to what it did in the old edition. The old edition, it was a bomb. So you'd hit one model and then it would have an area of effect. But in this new edition, it just increases the range by 6 inches. Yeah. So it goes up to a 24-inch range blast.
Which means that Sauron, if he's attacking infantry, can take a shot at a Chill Soul from 24 inches away to kill a banner or any other important
thing. You do have to channel it to get that. But if, say, someone has, say, an Heirlooms of Ages Past, the one dude is off all by himself holding the heirloom. Sauron says, channel Chill Soul, bang, you're dead.
Shoots from 24 inches away to take somebody off an objective or leave something important like a prize sitting in the middle of the table.
Yeah, these comments belong more in a tactical video. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Sap will. It just straight up reduces their will by D3, which could theoretically be useful, but when it goes off in a 4+ and his transfix goes off in a 2, you might as well just transfix.
Yep.
So, that's Sauron in a nutshell.
Sauron. Let's not lose the page here.
Flip it over. Here is the Balrog.
We've seen this profile a few times in recent videos, but here we go again.
So we're just basically going to skim over it pretty fast. Basically, 6-inch move, despite the fact that it has massive wings. Fight 10, 3+ shoot with the Fiery Lash, which is a Strength 7 hit and pulls the target into base contact, actually stopping the Balrog's charge, which is very interesting. Strength 9, Defense 9, 4 attacks, 10 wounds, Courage 7. Also fearless, so the courage doesn't actually matter unless you're fighting a model that wounds on courage. No might, 10 will, no fate. Does have resistance to magic, so we'll get the 1 free dice in addition to its 10 will points. Ancient Evil plus Terror, so the -1 18 inches plus the courage test to charge. Goblin Mastery, which is a 12-inch bubble auto-passing courage for friendly goblins. Flame of Udin. Move the camera. There we go. Flame of Udin. Okay. Never considered unarmed, immune to fire. And additionally, if you do actually wound a model, like you don't even, they can save it by fate. But anyway, if you wound them, then they have to roll a dice. On a roll of a 6, they're actually set ablaze, which is basically another free attack. And then they get strength 5 at the end of every round. Demon of the Ancient World. Free heroic combat every single turn and can't be insta-killed by any weapon that would normally insta-kill it, such as a Morgul Blade or a model with the Drained Soul. There are only 2 models with that rule, Necromancer and the Dead King.
Okay, the Dead King, yeah, King of the Dead. So there we go. We've run through the profiles quick. Let's get back to the models, and we'll take a quick look at the models. We'll take a look at the dice that we're going to use in this match, and then we'll get rolling and we'll see what happens here. We have Sauron, the Dark Lord himself. I didn't paint this. I picked it up secondhand, but I'm actually happy enough with it. I'm not going to bother to redo it again. So, fearsome guy, covered in armor. He's way too big for a man, unnaturally distorted, just as he is in the books and film. Big mace. That mace is bigger than a man-sized model. So that's kind of funny. And then the Balrog turns around and says, "That's not a mace. This is a mace." And we've got the Ice Balrog conversion. Breathing some ice, some nastiness on his tail, nasty shards sticking out of the ground where he steps. I had a lot of fun making this Ice Balrog conversion. And we've talked about that in another video at length, so we'll just leave it right there. We've got 2 sets of dice here. This is a custom die from Chessex. This is a pattern called Scarlet Scarab. Scarab Scarlet. Scarab Scarlet. With gold pips and a custom dragon logo on the front here. I picked that up off of someone in GBHL, and forgive me, I've forgotten who I ordered that from. And I know I've seen some logos online. I know he actually edited this and made it a custom logo. So I'm going to have to remake that logo someday if I want to be able to make any more of these. But I love it. Well done on his part. I'm sorry I don't know his name and I can't remember to give him proper credit, but Scarab Scarlet, really attractive die pattern. And we're casting dragons with the dragon, the Balrog. Sauron has, of course, the one eye. This is a die that we made. This is a special one. This is Vortex Burgundy. Another Chessex die pattern. Just get the camera to focus there. Sorry about that. Gold pips. And it's sort of a bunch of gold and white swirls among red. And it's sort of a bunch of different shades of red. Kind of a... Well, it's Vortex Burgundy is the name, but it's kind of a blood mix. So either way, a couple of nasty looking die there. We've got the Dark Lord casting his evil eye, and we've got the Demon of the Ancient World casting dragons. And this is actually, you saw in the books, a 350 to a 400 point match. These guys are reasonably well compared. They've got a lot of the same special rules. They've both got high stat lines. Balrog's got it on fight value, but Sauron just doesn't die. So this ought to be a really interesting one. We'll have to see how this goes. We ready to roll some dice?
Yep, let's get it going.
Set them up 12 inches from each other.
There we go.
Rolling for priority.
Here we go.
Balrog takes priority. I assume you're not going to call it rogue.
Nope.
So Balrog is going to move in his 6 inches. Is he going to move 6? He's going to move 5 because he has an 8-inch throwing weapon and he'd like to get a free strength 7 shot. So just out of charge range, but he's close enough to charge next turn.
Well, Sauron is going to go ahead and actually do his thing. He's going to take... Oh, he's actually going to cast first.
Well, he's got to cast something.
You know, Sauron's actually not fearless. So here's an interesting thing. If I compel you out, do I then take the courage test? That's what I'd say. I'm going to compel you.
No. You have to do the courage test if you're going to move. So if you're going to move, you're going to do the courage test first. But I can't currently
charge you right now.
You are out of range to charge.
So if I compel you in, then I charge you. I haven't been in this situation before.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah, so normally, we've had this come up at tournaments many times, where you can't actually cast in the middle of your move if you're trying to take a charge of any kind. If you're going to charge something that causes terror, you're supposed to take your courage test before you actually charge. So in this case, we're in a gap in the rules. So I'm going to say if I was the tournament organizer, I would agree with you that you can't charge. Therefore, you can cast as part of your move. But if you cast as part of your move, then you would have to complete your move before you could switch and move another model. So I think you're done moving if you take your hand off Sauron and put it on the Balrog to move the Balrog. What do you think?
I don't see how that would be finishing the spell. So if I cast a spell, I resolve the spell's effect. I'm still in his movement.
Okay.
So anyway,
we'll play it that way.
I'm going to spend 2 will points plus this free 1 to cast Compel on the Balrog.
To try to make the Balrog move further. You would get another full free move.
Yep, half movement. But I need 3 plus for the spell to go off. It goes off on a 5.
On a 5. So the Balrog is going to resist, because he's resistant to magic. He gets a free resist. How badly do I care? I'll spend 1 will. So he's got 1 from his store, and he's going to roll his free 1, looking for a 5.
Whoa.
Gets a 6, so he gets his store back.
Dang, that's ridiculous.
So he didn't actually need to do that.
Well, he didn't actually spend anything.
Yep.
Then I'm just going to go ahead and charge up.
So Sauron is within 1 inch of the Balrog, but out of his control zone. So the Balrog in the shoot phase is going to swing his lash, needing a 4 to hit because he moved.
That's a 6.
Burning up my 6s. So there's a 6. So he lashes successfully. Does he cause a wound? It's strength 7 lash against a D10, whatever. So he's got to hit a 6 this time, right?
I believe so. It's a difference of 3. That's a 6.
Here we go.
Nope.
That's a 5. Has no might. So he lashes Sauron, pulls him into base contact. Nothing further happens, except that we do in fact have a combat.
Oh yeah, Sauron is going to try to butcher this.
4 on 4. Balrog to Sauron.
Here we go. I do get a 6.
Balrog gets a 6 as well.
Dang.
Wins it on fight 10.
That's a lot of 6s wasted.
There you go. So, Balrog is going to rend, in fact, because at strength 10 against D10...
Strength 9
Strength
to
9,
D10.
excuse me. He would need 5s to cause a wound. At strength 9 to strength 8, he can
Force.
rend and wound on force. So he's going to rend, shoot to wound on force. He's going to cause 2 wounds. And this is a 3 and a 2 on the other die over here.
Sauron is down to 3.
Causing 2 wounds, causing any wound, means that he has now lit Sauron on fire.
You've got to try to light him on fire.
Oh, I do. All right, let's
We've
roll.
used this Balrog so many times
should
and
know
we're
that.
still struggling.
So does he freeze Sauron, needing an ice? Needing a 6. So no fire on Sauron. Priority.
All right, Sauron. 5.
5 to Sauron, 2 to Balrog. Sauron takes priority this time.
All right, so he is going to take a courage test.
With courage 7, right?
Courage 7, yeah. Yeah,
So
he passes.
needing very little.
On the way in, before he goes in, he's
Yep,
actually
cast
going to
some
spend
random thing.
his free will point plus 1 of his actual will points. So he's getting 2 dice to try and roll a 2+ transfix. He gets a 6.
Gets a 6. So the Balrog, now what that would mean consequentially is that the Balrog would not be able to try to strike wounds if he wins the fight.
Yep.
So he's going to resist with 1 free one because he has the resistant to magic special rule, and he's going to use 2 from his store. See if he can get a 6.
Okay.
Gets the 6.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So 6, a 5, and a 1. So he has used 2 from his store. He gets 1 back for rolling a 6.
That is really annoying. Oh my goodness. When you're playing Smaug, you don't care because you have 20 wounds, but when you've only got 5, that's annoying.
So complete your charge. You pass your courage test.
Yep.
Cast unsuccessfully. Sorry, cast successfully, but we had a successful resist. So 4 dice each.
All right,
Looking for 6s. Here we go.
I get a 6.
Where'd my dice go?
Ah.
I got a 6 as well. There's the 6 on the bar. Statistically speaking, we should both get 6s pretty much every roll. We've got so many dice in this. But there we go. Balrog got 6. Rending again, needing 4s to wound. What's he get? 3s and a 2.
Absolutely
Wow,
nothing.
That is called a disappointing roll. Okay, priority.
That's a 4.
2 on the Balrog. I was going to call him Smaug. Sauron takes priority.
Same thing again. Let's try this transfix. I'm actually just going to blow my free die on this one.
Needing a 2.
I get a 2.
It's a 2.
Well,
Resist
he's
with
just
the
going to
free
blow
one
his
this time.
free die. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
It's
No.
a 5. Resistant to magic. There we go. So Sauron chart. Did you do your courage check?
I actually didn't do my courage
No.
check.
Do your courage check. We'll
Nah.
pretend we did this in the right order.
No, we're going to play this
Play
game.
this right.
I'll give you your
The
last.
tournament ref says that you didn't do that in the right order, so Sauron cannot move because he did not do a courage check. So the Balrog is going to lash on his way in and hit, needing
A
something
6.
better than a 2 to cause a wound. So
Bang.
charges in. Actually, lashes and pulls Sauron into base contact
Actually,
with
yeah.
him, but that's okay. We'll do it that way. Which just means we're back to 4 dice each.
All
Nothing
right.
fancy.
I get a 6.
And I got a 5 on the Balrog.
There we
So
go.
this time the Balrog loses.
There we go. Balrog's immune to fire, so Flames of Evil won't have any effect. I might as well just strike normally then, because no brutal power attack can really help.
Yeah, so strength 8 on D9, needing 5 to cause a wound.
Because the strength and defense are the same. Yeah, I need 5s. Oh, yeah.
3 6s. Look at that. The evil man himself pulls 3 wounds on a Balrog.
3 out of 10, down to 7.
Down to 7 left. All right, priority.
All right. Whew, Sauron's
Sauron has
rolling
had
hot.
priority every time.
He's rolling hot. We're going to take a courage test to charge. He's in.
Yep. So
Now we're
he
going to
does his
do a
casting.
transfix. Same thing, just with the free die. Get a 5.
Gets a 5. So the Balrog is going to resist with his free 1 and 1 from the store. What have I got left? 8 in the store? 9 in the store. He's going to resist with 2 of those. And a free 1.
Dropping him down to 7.
And fails. 4 2 1. So the
Straight
Balrog is
up.
transfixed.
All right. Bang.
Which means if he wins this fight, he cannot strike wounds.
Which is good for me. All right. Here we go.
4 and 4.
I get a 5.
It's a 6. Balrog does win. Sauron backs off.
No
Just
strikes.
for kicks and giggles, let's see if he had struck. How many wounds could he have caused? That would have been 3 wounds.
He would have had to take a ring roll right
So,
there.
There you go.
All
Sauron
right.
survives.
Priority.
Priority.
4.
4. Priority goes to the Balrog,
It does go to the
who will
ball.
lash on the way in. Hits with a 6. Wish that was
Needs
a wound
that
roll.
again.
All right, let's get for another 6 here. Gets a
Oh.
6. Does a wound on Sauron with the lash this time.
Man,
Pulls him into contact.
that's crazy.
So now we've got 4 and 4. 5s on the Balrog.
There we go.
So Sauron gets the 6.
Super spinny die. Excuse me, I need to go. Woo! 3, 2, 1, 6. All right, 5s again.
Looking for 5s. Gets
There's
2.
2.
2 more wounds on the Balrog. So
We
the
will
Balrog
grind
is down
this
to
out.
5 left.
We will grind this out.
Priority
5.
goes to Sauron.
We're actually going to keep doing the transfixes. We're going to throw another one of our will points into this. So we're using the free one plus a will point. And we get a 5.
So we're going to use the free one plus, we've got 7 will left. We'll use 2 from the store to resist. Let's see if the Balrog can get a 5. Oh, 3,
man.
3, 2. Wow, Balrog's transfixed again.
Boom. Here we go. I get a triple 4.
I got a 5.
I am not going to mite that.
So Sauron loses this fight, but at no risk to himself. All right, kicks and giggles. How many wounds would that have been? There's
1.
1 wound, but it doesn't count because we're transfixed. Priority.
That's a 1.
Wins on a 2. All right, lashing on the way into Sauron.
Hits.
It's a 4. Hits with lash, needing a 6 or 5, 6.
What? Stop doing that.
Another
Oh my
wound.
goodness. It's crazy.
So Sauron is getting wounded with this whip.
He's
if
been
nothing
wounded
else.
twice with the lash.
And the lash pulls him into contact rather than the Balrog finishing his charge. So there's 1 wound left on Sauron.
Yep. And then he still has his ring.
And then we got the ring.
4 attacks.
Balrog
I
gets a
think you get
6 this time.
I don't.
Needing 5s. Rending.
Yep.
5s needing 4s.
Rending needed 4s, yeah.
It's 2 6s, a 2, and a 1. So Sauron is dead twice over. So we got
Alright.
2 ring rolls.
So, 2 plus. He would fail 1, so he's going to spend a might.
Spends his might, comes back. Now he's taken those 2 wounds. I only get to do this once. It's funny, because he died and I got to wound him and kill him again. I would almost get to do it twice, but I don't think that would work. The Balrog, because he hit Sauron with his flame weapon and did not kill him, he gets to roll the flame thing.
Yeah.
See if on a 6 I can light him on
Nope.
fire, and I fail.
All right.
Sauron is not lit ablaze. Do I do that twice? I only do that once.
You
right?
only do that once, because no matter how many times you wound, you only get it once.
All right, priority.
Roll for priority. Goes to
5
Sauron.
goes to Sauron.
He's going to go ahead and transfix again with 2 dice. He gets a 4 and a spinny. Double 4.
Balrog's got 5 will left in his store. We'll use 1 from the store and the free 1 from resistant to magic.
Okay.
Gets a 2 and a 1. Transfixed again.
Wait. Did I take... I don't think I took a courage test to charge.
No, you didn't.
Blast.
So that was a bit of a wasted turn, except that it chewed up one of my will. Priority. Here we go.
I get a 4.
Transfixed Balrog is not going to
Okay, let's do it again. Charge. Yeah, he charges.
Now he's in. Transfix.
And on the way in, we're just going to blow his free 1. Get a 4. Rinse, repeat.
So I'm going to burn 1 from the store and a free 1 to resist. And get a 6, so I get one back from the store.
Dang it.
So
Still
Balrog is not transfixed. We're 4 dice each.
All right. I get a 6.
I got a 5. Sauron
All
wins
right.
this fight.
Let's see some wounds. 5s.
Nothing.
Oh, I'm
Yuck.
not miting those. I'm not miting those.
You're tempted. Priority. All right, let's track the camera over with this moving fight as everybody drifts to the left. Priority, here we go. 6s.
Dang it.
Balrog's priority. Charging on the way in, needing to hit on a 3. Hits him. 3 or 4?
3. Because no -1 for moving when charging.
So there's the 3, needing a 6 to cause a wound. 5.
There we go.
Almost lashed him to death again.
You are not doing that, sir.
Sauron is in. All right, 4 dice each. Here we go.
I get a 5.
I got a 5 as well. So
Well,
the
you know
Balrog
what?
wins that fight.
Hold up.
No, the Balrog won.
No.
We've got 3 might on Sauron. 1 burned
Now
to
here's the
save him from
question.
dying.
Do I might this to win the fight? Or do I let it be? I lost to Smaug last time by miting to win the fight, but I'm honestly debating it. I've got 2 out of 3
You
rounds.
need to do 5 more wounds to the Balrog to win.
to kill.
So it's probably not worth it.
But
That's a tough call. I would save the might if I was you.
you could potentially cause 4 wounds right here, and then I've got 4 ring rolls to make.
Yeah, but stats are that you would fail no more than 1 of those. You've got 2 might left to make sure you
Okay.
don't. We'll give it a try. Let's see. Needing 4s. I'm rending. Let's see if we can put some damage on Sauron. There's 1 wound, 2 wounds. So there's 2 ring saves. Sauron
Choose one at a
died
time
twice.
for dramatic effect.
He's
There's one.
fine. And
There's
he's
2.
really fine. All right, so do I light you on fire? Needing a 6. Gets the 6. All right, so there's a strength 9 hit from the
Needs
fire.
5s.
Strength 9 on defense 10?
Yeah, needs
Yeah,
5s.
needs 5. Gets a 1.
And strength 5
And
at
then
the end of the round needs a
phase.
6x4.
6x4 gets the 4, but needed a 6 first. So Sauron's on fire, but he's fine otherwise.
Priority?
Priority.
4, 5.
5. This time the tie goes to Sauron. I had priority last time, I think.
You
didn't
did?
I?
Yes, you did.
I
You
didn't have
lashed
to
me and you
resist.
didn't kill me.
That's right.
All right, we're going to go ahead and spend the free one. Transfix again. Get a 2.
So resisting with a free one. Gets a 3.
And
well, that counts. That's
I
enough.
didn't courage just to charge. Oh, this is getting annoying.
So I'm going to charge you. Lashed and missed in a bad way.
Good.
4 dice each. Here we go.
I do get a 6.
I got a 5, so there you go. For being honest, karma comes back.
5s. 1,
There's
2.
2 of them. So this Balrog is down to
mighty.
3 wounds left.
Here we go, Sauron. Tank this Balrog. Tank this
You only
Balrog.
get to roll priority with 1 dice there. Priority goes to the Balrog.
Yep.
Who is fearless and charges fearlessly. Needing a 3 to lash on the way in. Gets a 2. Misses. No, I missed.
We forgot to do fire
I'm
last
charging you
round.
this time. Oh yeah, end phase last round. Needing a 6 by something.
6
Doesn't
by
get a
4.
6, so he's fine.
All right.
So,
Fight this round.
fight phase, 4 dice each.
I get a 6.
And I get a 6 as well.
You
Balrog
win.
wins. Needing rending. Needing
Need
4
fours.
to wound.
2.
2.
All
5
right.
and a 4.
Dramatic effect. We're still doing these one at a time. That's a
6.
6.
He's fine.
That's a 2. He's
2,
fine.
he's just
oh,
fine.
man.
All right, here's the fire at the end of the turn. Needing a 6. Nope. Priority.
Here we go.
This is a
It's
grind
4.
fest. No kidding. 6 goes to the Balrog. Needing a 4 on the 3 on the chart. Gets a 6. Goodness. Okay, I'm trading dice so I can try to get a 6 on the lash.
Nope.
So
Bang.
pulls him into contact.
Fight again.
4 dice each.
I get a 6.
I got a 6. Balrog wins. Rending again. Needing 4s.
Nothing.
at all. Okay, now I'm due for a whole bunch of 6s.
You've got fire at the end of the round.
Get a 6 on that. Phooey.
Priority.
Priority. Here we go.
I get a 3.
I got a 6 now. Seriously. All right,
yeah, I'll
lashing
let
on
it
the
be.
way in. Yeah, don't bring your might on that. Totally misses. This Balrog's aim is now off. Come on, Balrog. Make it up.
I get a 5.
I got a 4 high. Wow. So my dice are walking away from me now.
All right.
Balrog
5
loses
to
this
wound.
fight.
I could potentially might and kill this thing.
So 6 and
no,
5 and
barely not
enough
mightable.
mites. So the
Barely
Balrog is
not
down to
mightable.
1 wound left on the Balrog.
Fire at the end of the round.
6 by 5 to cause a wound. Not enough. That's a 3.
Priority.
Priority it is.
3.
And that's a 5 hiding in the back. Excuse my
I'm
reach.
honestly debating calling a heroic move.
You got 2 might left?
Yeah. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think with 1 wound left on the Balrog, I think I would save it. All right, so lash on the way in. 3, so he hits. Needing a 6.
Nope. Bang.
Pulls that Master of Evil into base contact.
Should I heroic strike? No, I won't. I get a 6.
So do I. That would have been a good wound right there. Rending, needing 4s.
2.
There's 2 4s.
Again, dramatic effect. Passes the
Gets
first
the
one.
6. And
Passes
3.
the second one.
This is Sauron the Unkillable. All right, end of the round. Fire. Does not wound you. Priority.
3.
4. Balrog.
Hey, stop
Lash is
doing
on-
that. I haven't been able to cast a spell for like 6 rounds.
Lash is on the way in and misses, so he's just going to charge. Fearless Balrog. Not afraid of you, even though you refuse to die.
At 5.
At 5s.
I will spend a might to win that fight.
All right. You got bored. You want to do...
I need 5s to wound. 1 5, it's dead. There it
There's
is.
the 6.
There's
so
the
the
1
Balrog
5.
loses the first round after however many minutes of video that was. Wow. There is Sauron the Undying against the Balrog the Killing Machine. Let's get that fire token out of the way. Do another round and go for a best of 2 here.
All right.
Best 2 or 3.
This is definitely going to be one of the longer videos.
Sauron, the Dark Lord, just does not like to die.
No, he does not.
Not that
All
I
right.
can blame him. Lord of the Undying, you'd think he'd be less afraid of death. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Let's get that out of the way. Sorry.
I didn't
you
want
land,
that.
Did you land on the ruler?
Oh, it doesn't
All
matter.
right, so you're going first.
I really didn't want that. I'll go ahead and just throw a free dice transfix on the Balrog.
See if it works.
2.
Free dice resist. Here's the resistant to magic. It's a 6. Sheesh.
Well, you didn't spend any will anyway.
Yep.
I'm just going to go ahead and move up into charge range. Why not?
Okay. Balrog's going to charge fearlessly and lash on the way in, needing a 3. Where'd that go?
It's a 1.
It's a 1, so it does not lash, but he does charge. 4 dice each.
Yep. I get a 5.
6s. 6, not 6s. All right, rending, needing 4s. There's 2 of them.
Okay.
I guess statistically that's what I should expect, but it's still disappointing. All right, here we go. Priority
5.
goes to Sauron.
Transfix 2 dice, so I'm spending 1 from the will store. And I get a 4.
I'm going to resist with 1 from my store and a free 1 from the resistant spell.
Oh my goodness.
There's a 6.
That is really annoying.
Which means you got to finish your charge. Oh, you did courage check again. Lash. Balrog lashes successfully, needing a 6 to cause a wound, gets a 3, so needing a 5 to cause a wound.
In the comments, we're going to watch the video feed. If you can successfully guess how many times I have not actually taken a courage test to charge and forfeited a turn,
there you go.
we got to have some kind of like prize draw. Or
We
whatever.
will
That's
cheer for you quietly. Wish we could give away lots of free stuff, but we can't. Sorry, guys. All right. 4 dice each.
I do get a 6.
I got a 3 high. That's because you didn't charge that time. There you go. Sauron wins.
5s. 1, 2.
1, 2. 2 wounds on the Balrog. Using our dice markers over here to track it. Priority.
5.
4 to the Balrog, 5 to Sauron.
Okay, we're actually going to throw another transfix. If you think I should be chill souling this thing, let me know. But
Courage test first.
yes.
Take 6 courage test.
Now,
Sauron's not going to fail the courage check.
spending
but you do
his
have to
1
try.
will point plus his free 1 to go ahead and transfix. That's a 4. This is not going well.
I'm going to burn... Well, certainly I'm going to use 1 from the resistant to magic spell. I think I'm going to use 2 from the store just to make sure that he's not transfixed. So I lost many opportunities to wound last game because of that. Resists on 5s, but that just burns up a lot of will that time. So, all right, not transfixed.
Boom.
Sauron completes the charge.
I get a 6.
So do I.
Dang it.
Balrog is going to rend, needing 4s to wound.
There's
2.
2.
2 wounds.
Drop Sauron to
2
1
6s
wound.
and 2 1s. Look at that.
Priority. It's a 1.
4 Balrog wins. Lash on the way in. Nope. Charges.
Bang.
4 dice each.
I get a 6.
So do I. Rending again. Needing 4s. Come on, dice.
1, 2, 3. 3.
I dropped that and it was a 4. I should have just kept it. So 3 wounds on Sauron.
Dramatic effect 1. Well, he's going to might that because he has to. Ah!
Oh, 2
I like
might
that.
down.
Ah, that's bad.
See if the Balrog can win at least 1 round against Sauron. Here we go. Priority.
3.
1.
Sauron is going to blow 3 dice, so he's going to spend 2 of his will points plus his free 1 to transfix, and get a 5.
So we'll use 2 of the Balrog's store plus his free 1 from resistant to magic. See if we can get a 5 back. There's a 6 and a 5, so we'll get 1 back to the store.
And
And you finish
again!
it. Oh, you got to not. Poor Sauron forgets his courage checks. Them's the rules, Sauron. Too bad for you. Needing a 6 to cut. Oh,
Are you
there's a
kidding me?
6.
Pass
There's a
ring.
wound.
Pass ring.
Wound on the lash. Oops, I moved. I should have pulled you in. That's okay.
Boom. Let's shuffle the
Same
inch
same
that way.
impact either way.
Alright. Get a 6.
There's a 6 for the Balrog, 2. And 2 1s and a 2. My goodness. Let's hope those flip. Rending. 3. Nope, 4 wounds that time.
Alright.
2 6s, 2
Ring
4s.
1. Passes. Ring 2. Fails.
Fails.
Has to might it.
That's his last might.
No might left. Ring 3. Ring 4.
Oh, Sauron does die.
Alright. We're going to
Balrog and
destroy this
Sauron.
Balrog.
1 round each.
We're going to destroy this Balrog.
I never lit Sauron ablaze.
Never let Sauron what?
I never lit Sauron ablaze. Didn't even try.
Nope.
That's a whoops. All right. Priority. 1 round each. Let's see.
Can't keep doing that.
5 to 6. Sauron goes first.
Bang. He's actually going to go ahead and just...
Was that a full run?
Well,
Are we
yeah.
6
He's
inches
going to
apart?
full run. But I'm going to move still. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually straight up
Cast
stand an
something.
inch back. I'm going to
Okay.
spend a free will plus 1 for my store to chill soul.
Just try to put a wound on the Balrog before it matters.
So,
I'll try. You need a 4, right?
yeah, I need a
after
4.
crystal?
So the free dice plus 1 for my store. If you guys think I should be doing this more often, just let me know. But I'm transfixing because it's easier to cast and has more effect. There's 6.
Guess that's 6. Yuck. So, how many will do I spend on this? Obviously, I'm going to use a free one. If I use 2 or 3 from the store, how much will is it worth to resist 1 wound? I'll give 2 from the store and we'll see what happens. Here we go. 1s. 3 of them.
Takes a wound.
All right.
Sauron gets first blood.
So, Balrog is going to charge his 6 inches, which is just shy of where you had measured to, so he's not going to make it. I got to stay out of your control zone, because I can't get all the way into contact. Now, shoot phase, I am going to lash.
Yep.
Needing a 4 now. gets the 4, pulls you into contact. Let's get a 5 and put a wound on Sauron. Nope,
6.
gets a 2.
Alright, fighting.
Here we go.
I do get awful.
6 for the Balrog.
3, 3, 2, 1.
Rending, so I need 4s to cause wounds. And that's one wound. After all of that excitement. Alright. Priority.
Alright, Sauron. 6.
Sauron gets his priority.
Transfix, free dice plus 1 actual. Gets a 6.
Which means I gotta do... Wait, transfix. Yeah, we'll burn 2 from the store again. And 1 from the resistance and magic. 1, 1, 3. Yuck.
Are you kidding me?
And you didn't charge? Why did I even roll? That's really bad. I shouldn't have resisted that.
Priority.
I guess we both take a hammer on that one. So, 5. Balrog's going first. Needing a 3 to hit. Gets a 1. Totally fails his lash. Icy Lash is not doing much this round.
I get awful again.
I got a 5 high. What'd you get? Less than a 5. Okay, so Balrog wins. Needing 4s on a rend. Let's see if we can put some damage on Sauron.
1 more.
1, 6. A 2 and 2 ones.
You've actually got to roll to see if you lay him on fire.
Yes, I do.
Nope.
3.
And priority. Come on, Sauron. 5.
Sauron's priority.
Transfix again with the free 1 plus 1 from the store.
Did you forget something? Should we call that your courage check?
If you'll let me. That's
Sympathy
a pass.
Judgment, yes, that's a courage
pass.
check. Sauron passes
And
his
then
courage
he's doing
check. Now he's going to
cast
transfix.
and get snake
Gets
eyes
it on a 1. Alright, so there is no transfixing, but you did pass your courage check. 4 dice each.
I do get a 6 finally.
I got 3 of them. I want that one. I'm trying to wound you. Alright, 4 dice looking for 4s. Rending. There's a
1,
5
2.
and a 4. No, a 5 and a 5. And a 3 and a 2. So
Down
2
to 1
ones.
wound. Fire.
Fire. Needing a 6. Does not get a 6.
Ready? Set the bar.
1. Nope.
Transfix charge. Passes the
That's,
charge.
oh, burn your
Casts.
6s now. I'm okay with that.
Casts on a 4.
4. I'm going to resist with 1 from the store and 1 free one. Gets the 6.
Yeah, so it doesn't blow any will. Wait.
4 dice each.
I get a 5.
I also got a 5.
Oh, shoot. Now, here's the question. Do I actually straight up just might it here? I think I actually do.
That's a tough call. You've got 3.
No, I won't. You still got 9 wounds.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to kill you, and I do have 9 wounds. I guess, yeah, no. You'd have to feel real bad for me to kill you now. Alright, needing 4s on the rend. There's a 1. So Sauron dies
Ring
once.
roll. Passes.
Ring roll's fine. Do I light you ablaze?
Nope.
Nope. Priority.
1.
2. Takes the priority on a 2. Lash on the way in.
Misses.
2. Misses completely and utterly. Come on, Balrog. You can end better than that. It's the Dark Lord after all.
do get a
He's big and
6.
easy to see. 5s.
Okay.
Balrog
5s to
loses.
wound. Come on. Let's see 4 5s. There's 2.
There's 2. Priority.
Down to 7 wounds.
3.
5.
Priority goes to Sauron.
We're going to do this transfix thing again after we charge. Pass the charge. Transfix. Drop me down to 1 will. Get a 5.
Transfixing on a 5. I'm going to take 1 from the resistant to magic special rule and 2 from the store.
Okay.
Gets the 5. Burns up some will.
Alright.
Doesn't get any back.
And
Need to roll a natural 6 to get his will back. So fails that. Alright. 4 dice each.
I get a 6.
I get a 5.
5 plus to wound. There's 2.
3 wounds.
Just take. No, that's a 4.
Oh, sorry.
Just 2 wounds, and I'm not going to make that.
So we've got 5 wounds left on this Balrog. And the grind fest continues.
Priority?
Priority.
1.
And the Balrog wins it on a 1. Right? Yeah, you courage.
Yeah, I had it last turn.
So I'm going to lash on the way in. Needing a 3. Fails. So he's going to charge.
2 1s in a row. That's not very good.
No, it's not.
Alright. I do get a 6.
So do I. Balrog is going to rend. Needing 4s.
1, 2, 3.
So there's 3 wounds on Sauron, who now has only 1 wound left.
Ring
3
number
ring
1
checks. Oh,
fails.
burns a
Mites
might.
it. Ring number 2 passes. Ring number 3 passes.
He's got 2 might left.
Yep.
Priority.
Priority. That die. 6.
Not to me.
Courage to charge passes and 2 dice transfix. Yes. Gets a 5.
I got 4 will left in my store. I'm going to take 2 of those and a free 1. You get a 5.
Resist it.
I'm chewing up my free will.
Balrog's
Though.
down to 2 will. Sauron is none left.
Sauron's going to complete his charge.
Yes.
And we got 4 dice each.
I get a 5.
You get a 6. I'm glad I'm not transfixed. Looking for 4s on the rend.
1, 2, 3.
3 of them.
All right, ring number 1, passes. Ring number 2, passes. Ring number 3, passes.
Yep, that's how that goes.
Priority?
Priority.
That's a 1.
2. Balrog takes priority.
I'm okay with the 1s on priority if it means I'm not rolling 1s for the ring.
Fails the lash on the way in. Jump. All right.
I get a 4 in the combat.
I got a 5. So Balrog takes the win on the fight. Rending again, needing 4s. There's 1 5. And that's it. Yuck.
That's a 4 for the
And
ring.
that's what the ring does. I'm not doing this right. Okay, do I get a 6 to light you on fire? 6.
Ah, crap. I thought
Light
you were rolling
on
for
fire.
priority.
Nope, too bad. You're on fire. And now you do a strength 9.
Strength 9.
We'll see if the
4
strength 9
plus
can do
ring roll.
anything. 3.
No.
The end phase, needing 6x4s for this strength 5. There's the 6. Now I need a 4 for this strength 5 hit at the end phase.
No.
That was a whole lot of
You
dice
gonna
to
force
get
me
to
to reroll this, or?
Yeah.
Dang. 3.
Far. So the Balrog takes priority this time. That was a 4. Balrog's going to lash on the way in. Gets a 4. Needing a 6. Gets a 3. I kind of saw that coming, but we're good. All right.
I get a 6.
I got a 5 high, so you win the fight.
5's to wound. Come on.
There's
1. Just 1.
There's at least 1. Only 1.
Down to 4 wounds. I could kill you on 1 turn now.
You could.
Woo!
Priority.
3 goes to me.
Yes.
Courage test to charge. Passes. Free dice transfix. Gets a 4.
Use 1 from the store and the free one. Gets the 6.
Gets it
It's
back.
back on the store.
All right.
4 dice each.
I get a triple 4.
I got 5s.
Letting you have it.
Balrog wins. 4 dice. Looking for 4s on the range. There's 1, 2, 3 wounds.
All right. Number 1 passes. Number 2 passes. Number 3 passes.
There he is. Sauron is not ready yet.
Priority.
Priority.
4 goes
4.
to you.
There's the lash on the way in. Hits. You need another 6. Gets it.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
that's
in
the
that
lash
case,
does damage
ring
on the way in.
passes.
There's the 4 dice each.
I get a 6.
I got a 5.
Threw the fire marker all the way over there. Where'd my other run though? There it is.
You got it?
5's to wound. Come on. Quadruple 5.
Oh, 3 6s
miting
into
it.
4. Mites it with his last mite, and the Balrog is out. Sauron withstands the Balrog.
Bang. There we
Does
go.
it again. I guess you do call that a mace. There you go. Sauron, the wicked man that he is. Man.
That's
You can't really call him a man, can you?
That's a scary roll.
You know what? That was a tight match.
Yeah. The
It was a grind fest.
Because Sauron just refuses to die.
And that was it.
But if I'd fluffed any of those, I only had 2 might left.
Yep. But
Man.
you only used 1, so there you go. Strategy on Sauron. Use the might to stay alive.
Just
Unless you've
throw
got
'em.
something really important like that. You might it.
Yep.
Then you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a fun bonus match in the Monster Mash series. As Balrog has just tromped his way through so many other things, we decided to give him a good run at the end here.
He's getting his butt whooped by all these big monsters.
Well, you put them in their point class, the Balrog is no slouch. And the fact that he can one-on-one with Sauron like that definitely tells you something. So, this has been fun. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're enjoying playing these. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again soon.